Where she went yesterday? Where did she go yesterday? Hello all dear friends. Today we will talk about word order in questions. So be careful and pay attention on the following information. I have divided the structure of these question sentences into 4 groups. First group is about verb be, second is about modal verbs, third is about present simple, past simple, and the fourth group is about other tenses. So let's go. In the first group, which includes verb be, we make the questions with be by inverting the verb and the subject. So it's very simple and it's quite easy to remember. That's why, please remember, we just invert them. For example, she is an engineer. Is she an engineer? Is she an engineer? Yes. By the way, when we have question word in the sentence, we put this question word at the beginning of the sentence. For example, what was that noise? What was? So the structure with verb be will be like this: question word, verb be, subject, and other components of the sentence. The second group is about modal verbs. These verbs are very independent. That's why they don't need any auxiliary verbs. So we make the questions with modal verbs, except have to, by inverting the modal verbs and the subject. For example, he can repair a car. Affirmative sentence, and we make the question like this: can he repair a car? Yes, can he? It's quite simple and easy to remember. If we have question word in this sentence, for example, where, yes, question word, where, we add this question word at the beginning of the sentence every time. For example, where can he repair a car? Where can he? So the structure: question words, then modal verbs, then subject, then main verb, other components. It's quite simple. Finally, let's talk about the present simple and the past simple. Why I said finally? Because the majority of people make the mistakes when they create questions in these tenses. So when we have question word in the sentence, we put this question word at the beginning of the sentence. Then I'm talking about the present simple. Then we put after this do or does. Do we put when we say I, we, they, you. Does, we know, he, she, it. Then main verb. So question word, do, does, then subject, then main verb. After this, other components. What? Question verb, question words, auxiliary verb, do, does, subject, main verb, and other components. It's very simple. For example, where does she work? Where does she work? Or what do you do? Yes? And about past simple. The structure of this tense will be like this: subject, then did, auxiliary verb did, we use did then for all persons. Then subject, main verb without any ed or second form. Then what? Other components. For example, what did you do yesterday? Very simple sentences. What did you do yesterday? Do infinitive. Yes, infinitive without to. If there is a preposition, we often put it at the end of the question. For example, who do you live with? Last group is about other tenses. What I mean by other tenses? Present continuous, present perfect, past perfect, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. These other tenses, or future simple. Yes, these other tenses don't need any auxiliary verbs because they in their structure there is auxiliary verbs be and have in their forms. So that's why we just make questions by inverting the places of the auxiliary verbs and the subject. For example, present continuous sentence. I'm cleaning my house. Yes. When my friend asks me, will be like this: Are you cleaning your house? Are you cleaning your house? Yes. So, if you have if you have question words, then we put it as usual at the beginning of the sentence. Question words, then auxiliary verb, then what? Subject, main verb, other components. That's all for me for today. Thank you for your attention, and bye.